don't have to worry about it being toned down because you bought a brand new, you know, modern Ducati Monster. It's still a Ducati Monster. In essence, it is a Ducati, and you're getting something very special, and it is reminding you of that. Alright guys, so today is a good day because as you can see here, I get to test the 2021 Ducati Monster. Look at that, it looks a lot better in the flesh, and I'm still trying to digest the fact that it doesn't come with a trellis frame, but apparently all this sacrifice of the trellis frame, making it lighter, makes it a much better bike to ride. I'm gonna swing my leg over it and see what it's like to ride. Let's get it started. It's in neutral. So it's a bit low on fuel. Power modes, we are on Sport, Touring, Urban, Exit, Sport, Touring. Let's try Touring first. Okay, this bike is powered by a 937cc L twin tester Strata 11 degree, making 111 horsepower and 93 Newton meters of torque. And it weighs just 180-ish kilograms. And yeah, hopefully that is a lot of power. And we'll be able to satisfy people who are looking for bikes that can compete in the middleweight naked class. Sitting on it, I'm 173 centimeters tall, and I can easily flat foot on this bike with a seat height at 820 millimeters. And as you can see here, that the handlebars are easy to reach, they are not too far front. It is quite a nice place to be on. Very neutral upright seating position, especially in comparison to my own Ducati Monster. Alright, get into gear, let's get it rolling. The clutch feels a bit smooth, there's a bit of jittery. Of course, being a Ducati, that is expected. You know, it doesn't do low speed smoothly. As you can see, it chugs, and it doesn't have much smoothness going on at low speeds. It just eggs you to go a bit faster. Let's check out these Ferraris back here that are looking great. Wow. And being an Italian motorbike, this is a Ferrari of motorcycle world. Okay, let's take it around this compound first before we head outside. I think it's due to the pandemic, they haven't cleaned up this area. There's a lot of dead leaves. First gear still feels quite smooth at 30 kilometers an hour, and let's feel the damping. Comes with a 6-speed gearbox with a quick shifter equipped. Okay, let's have a quick overview of the bike over here before we go out. The instrumentation looks pretty easy to read with a lot of details. Gear indicator, rev counter up to around 10,000 RPMs, speedometer, temperature. I hope that doesn't get too hot, because being a Ducati, it will heat up my thighs. Put it into neutral, which is pretty easy. Let's go around the bike and see what it's like. So this model, as you can see, comes with the windscreen, but no belly pan and no seat cover. Only the windscreen as additional accessory. And it looks quite neat, to be honest, even though I'm disagreeing a bit with the sharp lines, because Monsters tend to have smooth lines, but this time around they have made it a bit sharper. Maybe to tell people that it is a sharper machine. It's less of a chill machine, it's more of an attacker. And they made it lightweight to make sure that it is something that is flickable and nimble around the corners as well. Up front comes with 4-pot Brembo calipers, radially mounted with cable hoses, and 240mm disc with a twin-pot Brembo as well. And on the lever side comes with radially mounted levers. They're not RCS, but that's it. And suspension, it is non-adjustable, but coming here a few seconds ago, it felt like it damps pretty well. It's not uncomfortable or anything. At the back comes with a preload adjustable monoshock. This pipe looks amazing in stock form. See what it sounds like. Alright, swing a leg over it and see what it's like to ride. I'm gonna start in sports mode because I'm gonna feel the full power of this monster. Let's try to hit these bumps without slowing down. Ah, that feels quite nice actually. quite decent damping to handle small bumps like this. It's more comfortable than my Monster, I can tell you that. Wow, I don't need to slow down at the bumps. There's definitely the Monster pull that is unmistakably Ducati in terms of character. It hasn't lost an ounce of engine character despite its modernization and its changes that's done to it. It's still a Ducati. You can feel the V-twin under your thighs just rumbling and chugging along. Engine braking is not that much there, where you don't feel that it's the engine's trying to pull you back a lot, which is very similar to my 795, to be honest. This is quite decent for a daily, I think, and it's very nimble to flick around that little speed bump, so it's very easy. I'm on third gear in sports mode and it's still pretty easy to ride at slow speeds. Quite pleased with this bike. The switch gear is easily accessible. It works well with the instrumentation, where it's really easy to navigate around. So I think they have done well in that department. The fit and finish feels premium compared to other bikes. When comparing to my Honda CB650R, this feels a bit better because the CB650R has pretty cheapy switchgear materials. I can balance myself on this bike very easily at that stop sign over there without having to put my foot down, and therefore makes this bike quite easy and nimble. Very cool, very, very cool. This feels like a better town bike than my 795, to be honest. Oh, it doesn't like being in the wrong gear. Yeah, I was trying to treat this bike like how I treat my Honda. Let's go around the roundabout one more time, where I tried to launch from almost a stop start in second gear and it wasn't happy. You have to switch it down to first. There's a decent amount of power there. I love that pull. This is definitely a Ducati, guys. Hate it as much as you want that it doesn't have a trellis frame anymore. This feels amazing. Woo! Quite a lot of pull there. Off the bat, it feels very nimble, and that quick shifter is amazing. Let's try to stop this bike right now. Ooh, that felt amazing. That quick shifter works very well. Wow. First gear, I felt that power right there. Quite a lot of torque, quite a lot of pull. Definitely deserves the name of a Ducati Monster. So let's talk about the comfort. Comfort-wise, the damping feels pretty decent. You can feel the surface of the road. It's not insulated, but it's not exactly focus as an all-rounder bike. That is good because you don't want to feel too much, because you want to have a bit of comfort as well. Although the suspension is non-adjustable front and rear, the damping for my weight feels pretty decent, and I don't think I would adjust it. This is a pretty nice place to be on. The seat is quite comfortable, to be honest, even though it says naked. It's not any sports tourer, but it feels very, very comfortable. The mirrors do not vibrate that much compared to the older Ducatis, probably because they're made out of metal instead of plastic. Let's change the power mode. You can change the power mode on the fly to, let's say, urban. Well, I have to close the throttle in order for it to change the power mode. And in urban mode, I can straight away feel that there's quite a bit of power reduction compared to sports mode, and of course that is the intention of the urban mode, but it's still there. It's not like it's a docile machine now that we are on urban mode, but it's you know, it's still there. It reminds you're still on a Ducati at the end of the day, but there's no quick shifter there. I think I had to do a clutchless shift. It didn't want to engage into third when I tried to shift in urban mode. So yeah, less power in urban mode. Okay, now it's in touring mode. Right now there is quite a bit of heat coming from underneath this bike that is heating up my nether regions, especially my thighs. And this is something very familiar with riding Ducatis, being V-twins. One of the manifolds sticks out right underneath your bottom, and therefore, because of that, you know, it might be a concern of you if you're living in a hot country like myself in Malaysia, that this bike is gonna heat you up, especially in heavy start-stop traffic. So what do I think about this bike overall? I think that this is a wonderful bike in general, but design-wise, I don't know. I'm still trying to digest the fact that it doesn't come with a trellis frame. But you know, maybe I'll grow out of it, because in the name of innovation, you do without the trellis frame, you get to save so much weight, and they are able to make big improvements to the motorcycle. Close throttle. Okay, now we are in sports mode, but there's nowhere to run though. Yeah, there's plenty of pull there, but I wasn't in the right gear to get the right amount of throttle. Ooh. That was fun. Awesome little machine. But it's definitely heating up my nether regions right now. Ooh, this could be a concern. But anyways, I shouldn't be complaining too much, because I have a Monster myself and it has the same sensation of riding it. It's not a problem. It's just a character that comes with the bike. So, do I like this bike? Oh yeah, I like this bike. As a motorcycle, it is a wonderful motorcycle. Just like I mentioned before, I'm trying to digest the fact that it doesn't come with the trellis frame, but in stock form, it comes with a quick shifter, power modes, pretty decent seating position, pretty neutral compared to the older Monster, decent damping, comfortable for daily rides, amazing stopping power, a lot of torque, and the engine character, most importantly, is still there. So you don't have to worry about it being toned down because you bought a brand new, you know, modern Ducati Monster. It's still a Ducati Monster. In essence, it is a Ducati, and you're getting something very special, and it is reminding you of that. Well, I hope you enjoy my little test ride review. Do let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Most importantly, ride safe, stay safe, and have a great day. Bye bye. Not wheeling a bike that I don't own.